It is your favorite auditor, audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. I am in the beautiful village hall of Morton Grove, here to conduct a 1A, monitor government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. I do have my clipboard with me as well. It's images of Board of Trustee, Board of Trustee, Board of Trustees. I do not believe I've ever been here before. Employees only. Yeah, I don't believe I've ever been here before. But let's see what type of public records they have here on the wall. Alrighty. Vehicle city sticker. Some forms they have here. Hi ma'am, how's it going? I need to see the operating budget, please.
Excuse me?
Operating budget.
Operating budget, that would be finance.
Finance.
Yeah, but I would think something like that. Well, that's finance. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hi. I need to see the operating budget.
One second, he's got a. The who?
Operating budget.
Okay, what do you mean? I'm not understanding.
May I know what your job title is?
Give me one moment, please.
Sure. Good job. Let's see how this goes. This is Morton Grove. You see, these are requirements. Section 4. This might be season 2. Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative. Hi, ma'am.
Can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. May I know what your title is? Are you the finance director?
Yes, I am.
I need to see the operating budget, please.
That's actually on our website.
It's required to be displayed in the village before it is on the website. The second thing, the requirement is to be posted on the website. That's the second
Right,
requirement. Before that, it needs to be displayed in town hall.
Okay, well, there actually is a copy upstairs, but
Yeah,
okay. And it is always on display upstairs.
sure, sure.
And at the library before it gets passed.
And that what?
Before it is passed.
Yeah.
But I mean, it got passed for 2023, obviously, so it's a fully. But it is at the website's the easiest for most people.
Okay, at this time it is easier for me in person, and I am verifying that it is displayed in person as well.
Okay.
Section 144 mentions a public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website.
Okay.
So before it being online, it has to be displayed in person. Are you talking about in the council room? Is it displayed somewhere up there?
No, it's upstairs in the administrator's office.
Oh.
Where it's available.
I'll take the stairs up there and go verify.
Okay, I think you're gonna need to take the elevator. 'Cause-
It's okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure.
If it's not one thing, it is another. Thanks, ma'am. If it ain't one thing, it is another. That's just one thing I'm asking for now. Oh, this is gonna need a... That's why I record in 4K, so you could pause the video at any given time to review these public records if interested. Oh, hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I need to see the operating budget.
The budget?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, why don't you have a seat and let me know.
Okay, sure. You are the finance director?
No, my name, I am the deputy village clerk.
Deputy village clerk, sure. If it's not one thing, it is another. Morton Grove. Okay, so that's a summary. That's good that this is posted. Pause the video for a minute. So meanwhile, while I wait for the operating budget, as it is required, each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices, make available for inspection and copying, and send through the mail, if requested, each of the following: a brief description of itself, which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose, a block diagram giving its functional subdivisions, the total amount of its operating budget, the number and location of all separate offices, the approximate number of all full-time and part-time employees, and the identification and membership of any board or commission or county. Yes, ma'am.
You can come in this office right
Sure.
here and see.
Okay. I am recording audio and video. I am monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. Now, this book here, ma'am, this is the operating budget. This is supposed to be displayed for the members of the public to be able to access.
Yeah, they can come and grab it, ask us for it.
Yeah. Now, can you show
It is
me?
online as well.
It is required to be displayed in Village Hall before it is online. A public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website. 5 ILCS 140 Section 4. Can you show me where the block diagram is in this?
Block diagram of.
Yes, ma'am. Block diagram with its functional subdivisions.
Block of the village?
Of the village, that is correct. Yes, ma'am.
I would not be too familiar with how this was put together, but
You are familiar with a block diagram is, right?
yes, but
Okay.
I don't work in that department, so it's not something that I
Sure.
kind of work with personally, so I don't come across those very much. But this is just our adopted budget.
Okay. Section 4. Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices, make available for inspection and copying, and send through the mail, if requested, of each of the following: a brief description of itself. I seen that sign on the wall. Which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose. I seen that on the wall. A block diagram given its functional subdivision, which is an organizational chart. The total amount of operating budget, which is this right here, supposed to be displayed. The number and location of all its separate offices, and the approximate number of full and part-time employees.
Okay.
Where could that be found at?
Downstairs by the finance.
I'll check with them. So I'm going to check off my checklist. And the identification and membership of any board, commission, committee, or council which operates in advisory capacity relative to the operation of this public body. And a brief description of methods where public records can be located. Okay, anyhow, ma'am, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to view through this book here. I'm going to look at the appropriation numbers and submit a FOIA request. Can I take this book downstairs with me and leave it at the front counter?
Yeah, no problem.
That'll be great. Thank you so much. What was your first name?
It's Saba. It's S-A-B-A.
Saba. You've been a great help. Thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty. I'll leave the book at the counter at counter to the left side.
Sure.
Thank you.
And you know where to find me if you have any other questions.
Thank you so much. She's been a great help. Open up the conference room for me to file these pages as should. Alrighty.
25, and then I'll stamp it.
The young lady up there
Give you the debit card.
provided the book for me.
Take it out
Okay.
to the village.
I'm gonna look at the book, file a FOIA form on that desk there. when I finish viewing the book, I told her that I'll hand it to this counter here.
That's fine, sure.
Yep. Because this is supposed to be displayed accessible for members of the public.
Well, it is, I mean, you can examine it, anybody can come in and
Sure,
examine
and
it.
inspect it. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Do you have a FOIA form? Can I have two, please?
Let me see.
Sure.
I'm sure we have,
I'm gonna transfer to the right person, one moment.
just 1 second.
Okay.
Sure. Can I help you?
I want to pay for the statistic.
Okay, you can pay for it, but we don't have them here, we have to mail it to you.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Take my stuff here.
I get the renewal, but I can give you like.
Pause this for a minute. Oh, I want to return this. You did not know what an operating budget is, ma'am. This is an operating budget, but I wanted to hand it over.
Okay,
I did. Can I have two FOIA forms?
I'm sorry?
FOIA forms.
It's an opening here. I better avoid this. I like the height of these, you know?
Yeah, it's great height. Good
I
for a
think
laptop.
This is the best thing ever put out with the tables. These,
Yes, it is.
yeah,
Right?
they're right my height, perfect.
Okay, ma'am, are you the
I
FOIA
get
officer?
Another 50 years.
Okay. Is the FOIA officer presently available to speak to?
She's actually the young lady you were speaking to upstairs.
Okay, I see. I just wanted to keep these for my record here. I did fill out my FOIA form on a blank page. If I could have a stamped copy of this, ma'am. Operating budget of 23, 22 FOIA log, block diagram, all vacant properties in a roster. I just need a stamped copy of that, please.
What do you mean a stamp?
A stamp,
Think I
ink
got
stamp.
everything, honey.
The date of received.
Yeah, I had my.
You know, like a
I
village
had
stamp.
my check.
Okay, sure, let me.
Thank you.
If I take my time, I'm a better person.
So the FOIA officer upstairs was not familiar with the requirements to be displayed, but we got that all on video.
For your patience.
You no problem. You have a great day, okay?
We got that
And you
all on
too.
video.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's hot.
yeah, it's heavy.
Yes, exactly.
If it ain't one thing, it is another.
So you be careful out there, okay?
I love you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Have a good evening, yeah.
You too.
So let me see how this goes.
Should I get one of that new Morton Grove one?
Books? Yeah.
No, I don't know if it's had one or not.
Oh, okay.
I didn't steal that. For sticker.
Okay. All right, so how this works is, they are being mailed out.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You have the check, oh, you have the check.
Check
Perfect.
everything, yeah, everything's checked, yeah, that's right,
Perfect.
yeah. And then this one.
Pause
is my
this for a
water,
minute.
utility.
Is here's their FOIA form here. Okay.
My moral, I don't know.
Now, I did not know that you were the FOIA officer. You are the FOIA officer? You're a designee or are you designated?
Yeah, and then after that. I
Designated?
get a letter from
Okay.
the community, they have a-
So with section 4, where can I find all those records that shall be displayed?
Okay.
Okay, and then now my husband time for that, we gotta.
Here's section 4 here.
Okay, some sleep,
Okay.
and then how each department they gonna take care of.
Section 4 is at the top here.
Our building department, right here, yeah, right,
Right
there's a
here,
window there.
Anybody can
Yes.
take over,
Mhm.
okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well, we gave you the budget document.
I did see the budget, yes ma'am.
Documents. And what else are you looking for?
It requires a block diagram.
A block diagram. Is that something?
My moral.
The
And
total
then,
amount.
couple years ago, how my house, all which they move out from village, to the village. Yes, really, they came from the village. Not nearly my street, and then this is my side.
That may be there,
and then,
yeah. The budget does have, the list of employees and, or the number of.
Here's the
employees.
budget here. Can you point that out to me, please?
something, and then-
The budget may have the block diagram as well, if you could point that out to me as well. There's an additional 2 or 3 records that shall be displayed as well, ma'am.
That time I didn't
Or make available for inspection.
Planters of any tree, and then we can get or buy any tree we're
I
planting.
don't, this is not the right department.
You have to see where you
Before the person has to forest.
Oh.
Yes. They
You know what, that's, I know that's in the, annual report.
Is that what we're?
Well, yeah. This is,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.
So you do have a completed training certificate for FOIA for this year?
Yeah.
Okay. So I noticed you have a bunch of highlighters there. Are those for donations or for anybody could take one?
These are for donations, we're having.
Oh, okay.
Marker drive.
I see.
That is for.
Okay.
Ends at the end of the month, and then those all go to donations.
Nice, nice. That is the block chart. Yes, ma'am.
okay.
I need to take a digital image of that, please.
That document's also on our website. but-
Okay, it is required. The secondary thing requires this information to be on the website, but it is first required to be displayed at the public body.
Or available for inspection.
Or available for inspection, yep, which that is what I'm doing. Okay, this, yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
This information has to be displayed.
It says or available for inspection.
Right, well, it says displayed first.
Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices, make available for inspection.
Yes, ma'am, so it has to be displayed.
Hi, I know you don't do it here, but I just have a question for you.
Okay.
With pet license.
Also, ma'am,
Okay.
section
I got
3.5,
my
which is
cat.
freedom of information officers,
The rabies and the.
shall develop a
Okay.
list of
Which is the
categories of
tag number?
documents or records that the public body
You
shall
want me to put
disclose
down
upon
tag
request
number?
immediately. So let me show that to you.
This it? I don't know.
This is the highlighted part that I have here. Where is that list?
Here's the thing, I don't know.
Well, you got the discount already, right? Yes, you're
Yeah,
good.
but they don't want it, they don't need anything else?
No, you
Just
got the
the
discount.
money?
It's at the beginning when you, to get the discount, but now that you should constantly give him the rabies every,
I've been given every year.
yeah. you're good.
Okay, so, all right, do you wanna give that back then?
Yes,
you
the
don't
tag
take
number, I
it?
think
Okay.
you're
So that's
fine.
usually
That-
You
through
sure?
our
Yeah.
next request,
I would
our-
say that the Yeah,
tool that
the
we
tag
use
number
to
would be-
process the FOIA request.
I'm thinking
Okay.
the issue
So we
with
do,
the tag
Are you
number-
sure? Because they want proof every
display
year
that
that you
on
have
the
it.
website.
No, ma'am, this is
No,
required.
the new tag. The new tag
Freedom of
is-
Information Officer shall develop a list of documents
You're gonna send this
or
out for-
categories of
tag
records
number,
that the public body shall immediately
already got it.
disclose
It's gotta
upon
be on the
request.
So
Yeah.
Oh, you
it's
did?
usually just
Yeah.
automatically on our
No, you have to get it
website, but-
before,
So-
so that you show
It
them
does
proof,
list
so
there,
they give you the
'cause
new thing.
We've had this before,
So
so
then
if
your
there's
tag
things
number
like the
is-
code or things like that you wanna see,
This
we
one.
would,
No, what I'd like to see, ma'am, is a list of documents or categories of records. Where's that list at?
okay, it's there.
Sure, if it's available, maybe you could print that out. But you see, one of the reasons why I come and visit public bodies, ma'am, is to verify that they're in compliance with these state codes. Which this organizational chart actually should be displayed somewhere on the wall in a frame, along with the roster of employees
Oh, here we go, rabies vaccination tag.
and
number.
memberships
You gotta
of
see it right
committees or
here.
boards
I'm gonna put it down.
and
I see it right
account
here on this
numbers.
thing.
Yeah, those, yeah, I have a chip number, but I
Yeah,
think maybe.
I see it on this thing.
It
Okay.
takes a member of the public to do this work, ma'am. I'm doing great work here, checking for accountability and transparency. You employees been forthcoming and courteous.
Yeah,
so
and all of these things are on our website. That's the most available way
Okay,
for most of our
well,
residents.
again, ma'am, the online,
You showed me.
yes,
It's
ma'am,
okay.
the online is the second requirement. Before it being online, it has to be in person at the public body. Hello,
Again, these records are available for anybody to come and inspect.
yes, ma'am, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
So where's the brief, while she's checking on that, ma'am, where is the
And I put this one in here.
brief description of the methods whereby the public may request information in public records,
My daughter
a directory
lived with
designating
me,
the
and
Freedom
now
of
she got
Information
married and
Officer or
she's
officers.
leaving, So she doesn't need this, car
Okay,
thing. So what do I do? Just give
so
it
she
to you?
registered her vehicle in Wheeling?
Yeah, they don't require, she has a license, yes, everything's in Wheeling, but they don't require a sticker in Wheeling.
Okay, so this is the, go back and pull up here.
And what was your title, ma'am?
Me? I'm the finance director.
Oh, that's right, yep. So besides you being a designated FOIA officer, what's your original title?
I'm the deputy village clerk.
That's correct, yes. Yep. Okay. This was the original FOIA request for you.
Okay, I do have a copy of that.
This is it.
Oh, that's the one.
Yes, ma'am. Let me take a look at this right here. So this is what they mean by block diagram. You see these have blocks on them with a diagram of subdivisions.
Yes.
Yeah, that list does not require a FOIA.
Right. I will print that for you.
Sure. And everything on that list does not require a FOIA.
Right.
Those are records that shall be disclosed immediately upon request.
Oh, we're printing here. Oh my God. It's not gonna. Yeah, let's try this again.
If it ain't one thing, it is another.
Okay?
Yeah.
Building Monroe? Just that you got them. How can I help you?
So let me pause this for a minute.
Make sure we got that. What's the email?
And just drop,
Can I have
the
this?
box out there, right?
Yes. If you don't mind, and then you
I
should
can.
be at your home address. all right?
Thank
So
you.
The box
Thank
is
you.
outside, right?
So I'm gonna
Okay.
take this with me. This is for me.
Okay, thank you very much.
This is the
Okay,
CAFR
thank you, ma'am.
Comprehensive Financial Report. Let me pause this video for a minute here.
This, it printed both sides, but this is
Okay.
all the stuff on FOIA. That's the list of documents.
Perfect, ma'am.
Yep.
My business for today is concluded. I'll wait the 5 days of compliance.
Sure.
This is for me.
You can take that, sure.
Thank you, ladies. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you. So there goes a successful. And this is, I do believe some of these artifacts that they have here is a short description. That's why we do what we do. Audit them always encourages you to audit them. Please hit the thumb up. Let me know how you guys think this went. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Audit them always encourages you to audit them. Plenty love.